So just for a minute, I want you to put yourself in the shoes of somebody different, somebody very different to the people who are sitting in this conference room today. Mac's been in Dubai now for about 3 years. Before that, he was based in the Philippines, where he's from. Now, just imagine that you are Mac. You're a cleaner here in Dubai, but this was not always the case. Back home in the Philippines, you worked as a computer engineer. You went to university to study computer engineering, and you worked there for several years before you decided to take the plunge and move to the Middle East. Why such a change? Completely new region, big step down in job. Just to give you a bit of context, back in the Philippines, where Mac is from, he earned $30 a month US to be a computer engineer. Whereas here in Dubai, he earns 10 times that, $300 a month to be a cleaner. So it all starts to make sense when you think about the fact that Mac can now pay for his family's medical care and for his younger brother and sister to go through education. And in this day and age, it should be so easy. It's 2019 for Mac to send that money back to his family every single month. There are 4.5 million people just like Mac in the U.A.E. About 75% of our population do not have access to a proper bank account. And across the Gulf, you're looking at 26 million people. Now remember, migrant workers are typically here to send money back to their families. And on average, they are supporting 5 people. That's now 130 million people affected by the lack of financial access for people who are simply too poor to get it. I think we can do better. I really think we can do better. But we are in nearly the biggest remittance market in the world. The only market bigger than the Gulf for remittance is America. And it's not much bigger. We're 2/3 of the size of that. To put a bit of context around the remittance market, it is triple the market for global aid. It just gives you an idea of how much money is being sent to support people in other countries. And low-income people from the Gulf are responsible for more than half of it. In fact, if you look at the absolute number of transactions, they're sending 75%. And remember, at the moment, the only way they can do it, even though they're all carrying smartphones, we're all on board with the digital revolution, is brick and mortar stores. Remember, 98% of our home country carry smartphones. The other, which I think is personally one of the most exciting things and the biggest points of validation for not only my company, but new entrants like Ripple and everybody working in digital payments, is the potential to convert cash to card and digital payment in this region is unrivaled. If you thought that the market here was saturated, we are only just beginning. Regulated fintech is really where the opportunity lies. And I think we're now here. We've got a handful of really fantastic companies that people trust. They're reliable. And they're here in the Middle East. I think this is where these kind of businesses are finally going to start being able to be used. For companies like yours, for companies like mine, the opportunity is absolutely enormous for well-regulated fintech. Everybody here has the option to end financial exclusion. Now Money is one company working towards this, but the market is absolutely enormous.